These questions might not be very interesting media-wise, but these are the things I want to know about you.
All right.
And I'd like to ask. And I always think, how did this little girl in Nepal get to be in Bombay? How did you come?
It's a long story, and I think when I tell this story, other people might just get bored. So,
just the highlights. Okay, let me ask you this way. When did you feel that you want to act? And
I did a Nepali film.
Okay.
And during that time, it was like during my summer vacation, my mom's cousin, he's an FTI product.
Okay.
So he shot me for an ad film. And then that became like really popular. And then I got offered to do a Nepali film. I said, okay, what the heck, it's 1 month work. And so, but during that time, I kind of realized that I liked being in front of camera. And then I decided to come to Mumbai.
So when you came here, you already had people here?
Not really. I came not knowing anybody.
Okay.
But like I had Meena Iyer, who's a senior journalist. So she was my mom's friend.
Okay.
And so Meena agreed to take me to Shekhar Kapoor, Bonnie Kapoor, and Rishi Kapoor, and then later on to Subhash.
Okay.
So these 3-4 people that I met, they all kind of saw me, and they kind of gave me a good vibe that I could probably make it. In fact, Shekhar was the first one to sign me on.
Okay.
Within meeting me for 10-15 minutes, and he said, okay, you're on. Though that film never happened.
Which film was that?
That was Dushmani.
Achha.
But it was meant to be a different kind of Dushmani, which he didn't direct. He directed another Dushmani with me. There's a lot of others. So that project is little, but I kind of 1 week's trip kind of made me realize that probably I had a chance.
And it's also very good that you met these extremely prolific and very right-minded people.
Absolutely.
You know?
Absolutely.
Especially, I think, Shekhar, because he has the eye. It's nice that, you met him. But then, the film that did get made was the one with Subhashji.
Yeah, the first movie was Subhashji's because there were 3 projects. With Bonnie Kapoor, it was a film called Prem. But during that time, Sanjay Kapoor and Tabu had walked out of the film, so there was a space. But Bonnie Kapoor had said, if Tabu comes back, then we prefer her because we've committed to her. And it was her some reason that she had walked out. And that, and actually the Tabu came back. And the other film was Rishi Kapoorji for Henna. And that time Zeba Bakhtiyar was already signed for it. And so he offered me to do Ashwini Bhavi's role, which is a second lead.
Right.
And I said, so I'm not comfortable doing second lead, so I refused that. And then I met Subhash Bhai, and it was quite interesting. Took a screen test, or maybe there was some music was playing, and he had a video, and he made me mime the songs. I had no clue what to do, but apparently, I was photogenic, and the camera liked me. And then the actually training ground began after I was signed. Me and Vivek Mushran both were signed before, and we were totally non-filmy, had no clue what we were getting into. But we got trained after we got signed for the film. So horse riding, dancing, everything, diction.
So Sunaina, you agree she's photogenic and camera-like?
Yeah, definitely.
Did you feel that while on screen? Sometimes.
Yeah. So when Maya Devi, the character, would not smile a lot. But there was one day when we shot and she had to smile. So a lot of people who were not working that day, Shreya, Madhya, the other girls, they came and they were sitting at the monitor. And when you open the window and you smile, then they were like, wow, she's so beautiful. So yeah, our crew had that moment when everyone who was behind the monitor was like, looks so good. And that's the reaction we've been getting to that shot also.
Yeah.
And I think it's also very brave that you have done a part where actually you look much, conventionally more beautiful just like that, when you wake up in the morning, rather than having to do so much makeup and styling to not look so attractive. That's very brave, I must say.
Yeah, I just wanted to do my part well. It was a good, well-written script, and I had certain I realized that my lady would be the way she looks and stuff like that. So.
But tell me, when you came in from, when you started working in the film industry, or when you were kind of meeting people, were there apprehensions in your mind about the film industry, about things that you had heard, etc.?
Not me, but my family had. And my dad wasn't that keen for me to get into movies, and so wasn't my mom. And there was apprehension in the family. I didn't care about those things, and I have never cared. I was much. I guess I was in awe of this, trying to make it right and get into this whole then about the perception of what kind of industry it was.
But did you feel, as a girl, as a beautiful girl, one tends to feel, or I'm told, not that I am one, but I'm told that it's a bit more, not insecure, but you've got to be careful. And especially in a film industry where you hear about a lot of things, which sadly for me don't exist. But anyways, when you come in, you don't know that. So were you being careful at that time?
I was. I also realized that I didn't have such huge problem, because probably there was more smoke than the real fire. And probably these incidences can happen too, but it didn't happen to me.
Okay.
And also the kind of people that I was working with. Right after Saudagar, it was Pailash Neelani's film, First Love Letter, and there was Firoz Khan Saab's film, Yalda. So all of them actually treated me really well. Whoever I worked with treated me like a ghar ka bachcha. So I got that affection and protection, and people were protective towards me rather than anything else.
Because it's very surprising for people too when they hear it. They don't believe it very easily.
Yeah, it's like I've never, I don't feel there's an easy way to success. And people who tend to get into that trap are the people who get exploited, but somewhere I think it's their belief system also is playing into that. I don't know. But there's no easy way. There's a hard work, there's dedication, and you have to be meant for it. I really believe in one thing, is that if they say the luck factor, or they say that if you're meant for something, it just happens. And it happens most easily.
But how do you know whether you're meant for it? Because there are so many people who are trying to get into the film industry at all times. There's so many actors and also directors and stuff like that.
I have a theory. Now it may not be universal theory, but it works for me. Is that when you're struggling is fine, but that struggle should give you joy. The moment it becomes a painful struggle, I think it's the time to back off.
Okay.
And if you're working hard and you're struggling, and yes, it's stressful, yes, it's pain, but I'm enjoying it. Yes, I want to do it. I mean, there's still that energy in you that you want to And
go and audition, and
yeah,
even
you
if nothing happens.
Even if nothing, but that process itself is giving you joy.
That's nice.
Then I think kabhi na kabhi, he or she will get noticed. But the process becomes painful, then
You need to withdraw,
yeah,
perhaps.
yeah.